Hey there, it's John Ray. Good morning. And today I wanted to talk about why I developed a practice of not checking my phone first thing. It used to be that the second that my alarm went off, I would pick up my phone, check my crypto stats, check my email, check my text messages, and just immediately have my nervous system bombarded with external stimuli. And one of the things that I've been practicing recently is when I wake up in the morning, I make sure that I have at least 15 minutes and I try to do 30 minutes without any phone. And the reason is that our dreams help us process emotional energy. And when we wake up in the morning, there is an opportunity to interpret our dreams, or more importantly, feel any of the feelings that are inspired in our body, because that's emotional energy that's ready to release and transmute itself back into creative potential. And so for me, mindfulness is just a kind of somatic experiencing. We just want to notice what sensations are happening in our body, and then we want to sit with those sensations and just allow those to express without any judgment or resistance. And that transmutes that energy into something that is more akin to creativity, things that we can direct towards the rest of our day. So I'm just going to set a timer for 15 minutes and sit with myself and kind of walk us all through the process that I go through in the mornings. But it is so valuable to reclaim your sovereignty in the morning. And instead of letting all of these external stimuli dictate who you are and how you're going to feel in the morning, instead, see if you can feel through some of that anxiety that will probably come up when you're not allowing yourself to check your phone right away, when you're taking control over how you're going to feel, what you're going to feel in the mornings. And this allows you to make better decisions and better choices and to stand up for what you want throughout the rest of the day. So I'll set a timer for 15 minutes right now. And usually I just start with a few deep breaths. And what I'm doing is just checking in with my body in each breath and just noticing what feelings are present in my body, what sensations are there, what energy was running around and where. And if I'm not allowed to check my phone, maybe there's some anxiety about what emails I'll find there, what text messages may pop up, where are my NFT values at, where are my crypto values at. All of these things can produce anxiety, and it's important to feel through some of that and get to a balanced place first thing in the morning so that we're making our decisions from a place of balanced energy rather than a place of panic. The markets are going to do what the markets are going to do, and our day is going to be what our day is. But we can claim sovereignty over our life and our expression by owning the first 15 minutes of our day and not letting anything external dictate how we're going to feel. And what that looks like is just developing this kind of a mindfulness practice where you're just tuning into each part of your body and seeing if any feelings or sensations were inspired in your dreamscape that may be ready to express or transmute. So we scan the feet, the ankles, we lend attention to the calves and shins, our knees, thighs, butt, pelvis, lower back, upper back, chest and heart, shoulders. Just try to unclench any tension in your arms, elbows, forearms, hands, back to your shoulders and neck, the back of your head, your face, forehead, and top of your head. And just see what sensation feels most present. For me, it's a little bit of energy buzzing in my chest and in my solar plexus. Scan for any fear or worry that might be present. I have some things that I know I need to do today, and there's always the tendency to knee jerk into those things, to just react to the fear or worry that you have about them rather than being intentional about how you want to approach those projects. And so just feel into any worry, anxiety that might be there. If you're just starting a mindfulness practice where you don't look at your phone in the morning, the most anxiety might just be about what's going to be on your phone. Allow that to show you where that anxiety, that fear, that worry lives in your body as sensation, as emotional energy. And just sit with that energy and be curious about where it wants to move in your body. A lot of these energies, when we don't have an expectation met, get freeze dried in our system. And so this is just a process of kind of de-thawing that energy so that it can move where it needs to move in our body again, which results in more creativity, productivity, and intuition. So I'll be silent for a little while, and let's just tune in to whatever sensation is present in the body right now, not judging it, not trying to interpret it, not trying to make it go away, just noticing that it's there, putting the light of our consciousness, which is our attention, on whatever sensation feels most present. Let's just sit with that for a few minutes. And if a thought comes in, allow that thought to be there. Don't make the thought wrong. We don't need to interpret the thought. But we can ask, how do I feel about this thought? What sensation or emotion do I have about this thought? And then we just move our attention into the body on that sensation. Any thought that comes in is showing us where in the body there's energy that's ready to release. And if we can move our attention fully into the body and be fully present with those sensations, the manifestation is really that there's not that many thoughts anymore because now we're dealing with that emotional energy at the energy subtle level instead of forcing it to ripple out into derivative manifestations. And this practice is just as simple as feeling your feelings, feeling the sensations that are happening in your body, recognizing your emotions as sensation in the body instead of just something that you think about. And when we do this first thing in the morning, our dreams have stirred up so much energy that is ready to be partitioned, better organized, more efficiently organized in our system. And so, if we just sit and notice where that energy, where those sensations want to move in our body and at what intensity, if we're just curious about what's happening in our body first thing in the morning, we can really optimize all of our bodily, mental, and emotional systems. And that's a great place and foundation to create every single morning as we move into our day. What are you noticing in your body right now? How do you feel about not being able to check your phone? Up about that. That's what you want to sit with your attention on. We don't want to try to resist any feeling or thought. We don't want to try to push them away. We want to use them to get into the emotional energy that's ready to release. And the way that we release that energy is just noticing it and watching it slowly burn out and dissipate until it's no longer present. And when those sensations are no longer present or when they've diminished greatly, that's a much more balanced place for us to be making decisions from throughout the day. What are you noticing? And then as we come up on the 15-minute mark, I like to close with some breath work, something that's akin to Wim Hof method. So it's almost going to feel like you're breathing faster than your body wants to, but we want to oxygenate our system. So we're going to do 40 deep breaths, start in the belly and bring it into the chest. 40 deep breaths in, out, in, out. We'll do 40 of those. And after the 40th inhale and on the 40th exhale, we're going to hold that exhale for as long as we can. I may hold it longer than you can. That's okay. So it'll look like, And then you just hold it down here without breathing back in. And then when you can't hold it anymore, you're going to breathe in as deep as you can. And you're going to hold that breath in for 45 seconds. And then you just go back into your day. So I'll do 40. You can go with me or go at your own pace. But I appreciate you starting your day this way. If you start to get lightheaded, that's okay. Just slow the pace. And just let it all out and hold it at the base. A lot of tingling in your body. That's okay. And when you can't hold anymore, deep breath in and hold at the top. And then just tune back into your body for a couple of more minutes and notice anything that's happening there. Find your natural breath cadence again. And then just come back into the room. Look into the four corners of the space at each of the walls. at your phone or computer monitor, down at your body. Become fully present back in the room and enjoy the rest of your day. I'm John Ray. We'll see you in the next one.